Kamala Harris or Trump, who should I vote for as a black man? Now, I want to be clear. I didn't want to promote a candidate in that first video that I posted. I just wanted to empower black men or African Americans to vote for whoever you want to, because it's your right. You are free to vote, and you should not be manipulated, guilted, or shamed into voting for somebody that you don't believe in, whether they're black or white or male or female. However, this begs the question, who do I vote for? Or how do I vote as a black person in this year's election? Now, I want to share how I'm processing these things. I still believe that it is a very sacred thing to vote. It is a gift to vote in our republic, and it's a private thing. But I still want to share, how do I process this? Number one, the first thing I do is I do not look at my skin color at all. I actually believe that my faith in Christ is bigger than my skin color. And so I vote from that place. Number two, I'm not voting for a spiritual leader or a pastor. I'm voting for a president. So therefore, I'm looking at their principles, their record, their policies. And I want to see if they align with my principles, my values, my beliefs, and even my faith. Number three, I look at history. Now, I don't look at the history of the party, whether it's Republican, Democrat, Independent. No, I look at the history of our country, and I see what's going on, because history repeats itself. And I personally do not want to repeat bad history. And therefore, I'm looking at our culture and how it aligns with the past cultures. And one of the things that I see in our present culture is that it mirrors the Jezebel and Ahab reign. You see, the two things that were prevalent in their reign was the deletion of babies. And they offered these babies to this god called Molech. And secondly, they were immoral with their physical intimacy, and they had a lot of gender confusion. And so if I see that in that particular culture, I look at our culture now and I see similar things. And therefore, I do not want to repeat bad history. Therefore, I tend to vote against those types of policies. And another thing I do is pray. I was talking to one of my friends who's an African-American male, and as soon as I talked to him about the election, he was just bashing one of these candidates. And I was like, man, bro, you need to chill out a little bit. And I asked him this question: have you ever considered praying for the person you need to vote for? And he took a pause and he said, man, I never considered praying. And so that's what I want to encourage all of you to do, is to pray. Because that ballot box is a very sacred and private spot. And to be honest with you, I did not pray in 2028. I voted based off my race and based off of emotionalism. And I was so moved and inspired by Yes You Can that I did not consult the great I Am. And I'm not going to make that mistake again. Between October 15th and November 1st is early voting. The election is on November 5th. My encouragement to you today is to research, look at the history, and when you go into that ballot box, and even before you go into that ballot box, invite the creator of the universe into that spot. And I promise you, he will direct you on who to vote for. Because it's your freedom and it's also your right.